Welcome back to episode 40 in our programming series. In this video, we'll talk about why we actually use dynamic memory allocation over automatic memory allocation. So there are two reasons. The first one is it gives us complete control over the memory. So we're never using more memory than we need to be unless we forget to deallocate some memory. And then secondly, if we ever are running out of memory in our programs, we can just deallocate some of the containers that we're not really using. And then the second main reason for using DMA over like automatic memory allocation is because it allows us to create containers during the runtime. So in our programs that we dynamically allocate memory, we can create variables as the program is running through the use of pointers. And then on the other hand, with automatic memory allocation, you would have to rewrite the code. So you'd have to manually write a new container, whether it be a variable or object, and then you'd have to recompile and rerun. But with dynamic memory allocation, you don't have to do that. You can just do it while the program's running. So let's talk about an example of where you might actually use dynamic memory allocation over automatic memory allocation. So let's say you work for this company and they want you to write a program to track who's clocked in and who's not clocked in to their business. So you go ahead and create a class called employee and you put all of their information like their name and all the other stuff. Anyways, in your main function, you might say, okay, this business has 50 employees. So I'm going to create 50 different objects of that employee class. And then you run the program, and whenever somebody clocks in, it basically sets a boolean in the class saying they're clocked in. Anyway, this is not a very efficient way to do this because you're wasting 50 slots of memory for all of those objects. Whereas in dynamic memory allocation, we can just say in our main function, okay, whenever somebody clocks in, I want you to create a new object. And then whenever they clock out, I want you to deallocate the memory associated with that object. So in this case, you're not wasting a whole 50 chunks of memory. You're just using as much as you need at a certain time.
Perfect.